The Curse of Annabelle. In a quiet suburban home, a couple, Mia and David, welcomed their first child, a beautiful baby girl named Lily. To celebrate, Mia's friend gifted her a vintage porcelain doll named Annabelle. The doll was exquisite, with delicate features and an antique dress. At first, Mia adored it, placing it on a shelf in Lily's nursery. However, strange things began to happen shortly after Annabelle arrived. Mia noticed the doll often moved slightly from where she had placed it. She dismissed it as her imagination until one night, she found Annabelle sitting on the rocking chair, a spot far from the shelf. Concerned, Mia shared her unease with David, who shrugged it off. But as days passed, the atmosphere in the house shifted. Lily began to wake up in the middle of the night, crying as if she sensed something. Each time, Mia would catch a glimpse of Annabelle in the dim light, appearing more ominous than before. One evening, Mia found a note on the floor that read, "Help us." It was written in a childlike scrawl. Confused, she confronted David, but he dismissed it as a prank. Still, Mia felt an overwhelming dread. The doll seemed to be watching, its glassy eyes following her every movement. Determined to uncover the truth, Mia began researching Annabelle. She discovered that the doll had a dark history. It once belonged to a nursing student named Annabelle Higgins, who died tragically. After her death, her spirit supposedly inhabited the doll, seeking companionship and eventually causing chaos for those who owned her. Frightened, Mia decided to remove the doll from Lily's room, placing it in the attic. But that night, Lily awoke again, this time whispering, "Mommy, Annabelle wants to play." Panic surged through Mia. She hurried to the attic to retrieve the doll, hoping it would calm her daughter. As she brought Annabelle back down, she felt a chilling breeze sweep through the house. That night, as the family slept, strange noises echoed through the halls. Doors creaked open and whispers filled the air, growing louder until they were almost deafening. Mia's nightmares escalated. She dreamed of a shadowy figure hovering over her, and in the corner of her vision, she would catch glimpses of Annabelle, her mouth curled into a sinister grin. The following day, Mia discovered deep scratches on Lily's arm, a sign of something truly malevolent at work. Desperate for help, Mia contacted a local priest who specialized in the paranormal. Upon arriving, he sensed the doll's dark energy immediately. "This is not just a doll," he warned. "It's a conduit for a restless spirit. We must perform a cleansing." That night, the priest conducted a ritual in the nursery. As he spoke ancient prayers, the atmosphere grew tense. The whispers crescendoed into frantic cries, and the air turned icy. Suddenly, Annabelle's eyes glowed a menacing red, and the doll seemed to writhe in its spot. In a final desperate plea, the priest called upon the power of holy relics. A loud crash resonated as the doll flew from the shelf, landing with a thud at Mia's feet. The priest raised his crucifix, commanding the spirit to leave. A terrifying scream echoed through the room, followed by an eerie silence. The priest declared the entity banished, but warned Mia and David, "You must keep the doll contained. It may seem peaceful now, but it is only waiting for a moment of weakness." They sealed Annabelle in a glass case, locking it away in the attic, hoping to protect their family. But the haunting didn't end there. Strange occurrences continued around the house. Flickering lights, cold spots, and the feeling of being watched. Years passed, and Lily grew, but the shadows of Annabelle lingered. One evening, while playing with friends, Lily returned to the attic, drawn by an inexplicable force. She approached the glass case, entranced by the doll inside. As she reached for the latch, a sudden gust of wind slammed the attic door shut. Panic filled Lily's friends, and they rushed to find Mia. When they returned, the case was rattling violently, and the whispers returned, louder than ever. Fearing for her daughter's safety, Mia and David sought help again, this time from a renowned paranormal investigator. Together, they performed a more powerful ritual to fully banish Annabelle's spirit. The house shook as they confronted the entity, and finally, with a blinding flash of light, the darkness lifted. Though Annabelle was gone, the scars remained. The family never forgot the terror that once filled their home. The doll had become a legend, a reminder that some things are better left undisturbed. Annabelle was locked away forever, but whispers of her curse continued to haunt the shadows, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to draw near.